This is a poem from one of my favorite writers who's just died, and I might cry. It's called Love Letter from the Afterlife. My love, I was so wrong. Dying is the opposite of leaving. When I left my body, I did not go away. That portal of light was not a portal to elsewhere, but a portal to here. I am more here than I ever was before. I am more with you than I ever could have imagined. So close you look past me when wondering where I am. It's okay. I know that to be human is to be far-sighted. But feel me now, walking the chambers of your heart, pressing my palms to the soft walls of your living. Why did no one tell us that to die is to be reincarnated in those we love while they are still alive? Ask me the altitude of heaven, and I will answer, how tall are you? In my back pocket is a love note with every word you wish you'd said. At night I sit ecstatic at the moon, weaving forgiveness into our worldly regrets. All day I listen to the radio of your memories. Yes, I know every secret you thought too dark to tell me, and love you more for everything you feared might make me love you less. When you cry, I guide your tears towards the garden of kisses I once planted on your cheeks, so you know they are all perennials. Forgive me for not being able to weep with you. One day you will understand. One day you will know why I read the poetry of your grief to those who are waiting to be born, and they are all the more excited. There is nothing I want for now that we are so close. I open the curtain of your eyelids with my own smile every morning. I wish you could see the beauty your spirit is right now making of your pain. Your deep-seated fears playing musical chairs, laughing about how real they are not. My love, I want to sing it through the rafters of your bones. Dying is the opposite of leaving. I want to echo it through the corridor of your temples. I am more with you than I ever was before. Do you understand? It was me who beckoned the stranger, who caught you in her arms when you forgot not to order for two at the coffee shop. It was me who was up all night gathering sunflowers into your chest, the last day you feared you would never again wake up feeling lighthearted. I know it's hard to believe, but I promise it's the truth. I promise one day you will say it too. I can't believe I ever thought I could lose you. They just... I feel like God or Spirit or the universe or whoever you want to call it has spoken through them for a long time. And now that they are gone, it feels like we've lost such a light. And so I wanted to share some of their words that so move me. Andrea Gibson was their name. And here are some other words from Spirit as well, through me, that came through me. Some other words from Spirit that came through me. And I hope maybe they can move you and help you through whatever is going on in your life right now as well. Your mind will trap you if you don't use it wisely. You must know when to put the thoughts down. Times of change are hard for everyone. The beginning of change looks like destruction. The beginning of change is painful. The beginning of change is confusing. The beginning of change has so much grief. Whether a welcomed change or not, it is difficult to adjust. There's grief, even when the change has been invited. Rigid structures break. Tension causes things to crumble. Ice shatters, water flows. Allowing flexibility inside yourself. Creates more opportunity for flexibility outside yourself. A structure that is flexible, a discipline that is changeable, is in the end more reliable, is in the end stronger. What can stand the test of time? What foundation must you lay so that you can build on top of it? Let it go. Set yourself down. Rest without the rules and expectations and parameters of the self that you have built around your soul. Just exist for a moment, if only a moment. Letting go of pieces of yourself, of pieces of your life, of rules you made, of perceptions you've adopted. Letting those go allows so much empty space for silence, for growth, for change. You need this empty space to call. You need this empty space to see what's already there, to see what's necessary. Keep track, keep in touch with your pulse, with your drive, with the thing you don't know why, but you must do, with your intuition. This will continuously lead you back to yourself. Continuously lead you back to your soul. And your soul, Your capital S, self, is your strongest connection to spirit, is your strongest connection to the universe. Who you are, who you want to be, what you want your life to look like, should be your compass in deciding your life, in designing your life. The choices you make add up to who you are in this life. And they can change at any time. You can change your path. You can change your course. You can change your perspective at any time. Hold on to your ultimate why, the idea that keeps you tethered to this life, the idea that fuels you, the purpose within your passion, even if you don't have words for it. You know it's there for you. A strong perspective is one of the best foundations. A strong but flexible perspective. A way of seeing the world that feels formidable. A way of responding that keeps you grounded. You are not your body, although it is one of your missions in life to take care of this life, which includes this body. To live this life to the best of your ability, to do what feels most true to you. It is one of your missions to figure out how to love this life. To live in a way that every action for yourself and others, but you must not forget yourself. So much love that every action is pouring over with it. When things don't go according to your plan, it doesn't mean you did anything wrong. When things are not what you expected, it doesn't mean you're bad. Things fall apart so something better can fall together. Any choice you make is the correct choice for you, if only to get the information as a result. In your life, there is nothing that you can do that is wrong for you. It is your life. Even if it isn't the choice that someone else would make. Even if it isn't a life that someone else would want. And you don't have to defend it. To others or yourself. They all lead you down the path you need to be on. All of the choices that you make. Whatever is in front of you is what you need to be interacting with. And if you know you want something else, start moving in that direction. You will never know until you go. You can't think your way through life. You must do. You don't need to feel your way to the bottom of everything. Some emotions just come and go. And if you stop to ask them questions, it takes more time. When really, they might not have had much to say. Be aware of the stories in your head. Be aware of using the mind past its useful purpose. Be aware of the suffering that can create. You can't think your way through life. You can't. You can't believe the stories that your mind creates every time. There's space for more stories than your mind has seen. Humans are very predictable creatures, as in they predict by pattern recognition. And this is beautiful because it helps to see people who are living your dreams so that you can know that it is possible. But it also is harmful in that if you see people that are living in some way that you don't want or you've been told that you don't want, you will constantly be worrying about that. And the narrative it creates in your head is a continuation of the story that you've been told until you decide that you can change the story. Until you decide that you can write a new story. Just because something has happened in the past doesn't mean it is guaranteed to happen again. And you cannot control the situation or yourself. Control and contort into what you think something should be. Because that suffocates what it already is. And stops it from growing into anything else. You can still kill a plant by overwatering. You always have a little piece of heaven inside you. Sometimes you just hide it too far away. You can either save yourself or doom yourself. And it all depends on how flexible you are and how much you allow the story to change when it needs to. Especially the one inside your head. It pains me to know how cruel we are to each other. How little we allow someone else to be a whole person. One of the most humbling things you can do is watch someone and imagine how you feel doing what they're doing. The simplicity of that is astounding. Knowing that everyone else is inside a body, having basically the same experience you are. They get tired, they get sad, they get angry, they feel joy, and they have a body. And it's loud, and their heart is broken before. And they care about people, and people care about them. And if you can fully imagine that and give them grace and give you grace, it would be a little bit easier. The grieving is a necessary step. The grieving is a necessary step. You have to let go and mourn what your life was for there to be space for the next chapter. Because when something is changing, something is dying. You might feel like you want to die. Part of you is dying. The you that lived that life, the you that was that self. Letting them go. Be yourself like it is your responsibility to do so. Because it is. Following your intuition will lead you to who you need to be, who you're meant to be. Choosing yourself. Following your intuition. This is how you become who you've always wanted to be. Trusting that little voice inside. It knows you better than you know yourself. And just be open to see what happens. If you don't know what you want, you can't go wrong. Everything is information. You'll know when you know. When it's time, it will happen. Trusting in divine timing relieves so much unnecessary suffering. Trusting your divine purpose relieves so much unnecessary questioning. You might not know why, but you know you need to. Follow that. You might not know how, but you know it's going to work. Trust that. Patience and trust. Those are the foundations of faith. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your life. Have faith in your love. It will carry you. You know what to do. These felt important and right to Andrea's poem and some words from Spirit that came through me felt right to share together because I don't know, something that I have come to really try to embrace and adopt as a way of being in my life is trusting that spirit or God or the universe or even you could call it magic are so close all the time. Whenever I'm feeling lost and whenever I'm having a hard time, I try to remember that. And they're there for the smallest things. Like I remember at spirit school, someone said when one of the mediums was channeling a loved one, one of the things that the loved one said through them was, I loved the way you arranged your flowers on your kitchen table last week. They're always here. In the smallest things. Yeah. I hope you're well. And I hope you feel love. Because I'm always sending so much love to all of you again. Good night.